What up, Hoop fans? This is your brother Manny. Hope you have a great day. It's been a while since I last made a video, but hopefully I'll make more videos soon. Today I'm going to discuss you about the bad boys, the Detroit Pistons, from the mid '80s to the early '90s. Yes, they were. I know a lot of their people didn't like the way they play because of their physical, and also their rough plays. But at the end of the day, they were a hell of a team. They won. During that time, from '86 to '92, they reached the Eastern Conference Finals 5 straight years. From '87 to '91, they reached the NBA Finals from '88, 3 straight from '88 to '90, and they won back-to-back from '89 to '90. Okay, and during that stretch, they beat Boston, they beat the Bulls with Jordan, they beat the Blazers and the Lakers, and all those teams along the way, because there were a lot of people during that time despised the Pistons outside the city of Detroit. But the Pistons, if you see the Detroit, they really enjoy their team because they represent the city and also the love they got. I mean, we all know Isaiah Thomas was the leader of the team. He also had Bill Beer, a young Dennis Rodman, Rick Mahorn, and Joe Dumars, John Sally, and the late Chuck Daly, and the recently deceased Brendan Malone, the father of current Nuggets head coach Michael Malone. But that team was great. Unfortunately, they don't get much as respect as the other great teams in the past because of their unfortunate physical play. But at the end of the day, they were a hell of a team. And you got to give them credit where credit is due, especially when you think about they had to deal during the time where the league was expanding, and they were there at a time where the Lakers and Celtics were still bringing a dynasty. The arrival of Michael Jordan and other great players. I mean, the Pistons were there during that time. In a way, you think about it, the Pistons won the last championship of the '80s, '89, and also won the first title of the '90s. So they basically were intertwined in two eras, from the Magic and Bird era and also from the Jordan era. And you think about it, and you really think about it, you have like future Hall of Famers on that roster, from Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, and Dennis Rodman, and Coach Chuck Daly. Well, basically at least four Hall of Famers doing in that roster. So that team was something. And again, I don't know how. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna say how good or bad they would have played in this era, but in the same token, they were a great team. I mean, doing what they did from '83 to '92, they reached the playoffs during that time, 9 straight years. Okay, that still is the longest streak in Pistons history when reaching the playoffs. Okay, yes, they did win a championship the next century, which is 2004. I think the Lakers, the Celtics, the Warriors, and the Pistons are 4 teams that won championships in 2 centuries, 20th and 21st century, which is pretty damn good to say the least. But that being said, that team was great, and they will be remembered for whether you like them or not. They're always going to be remembered. I mean, the Pistons were the bad boys. They were one of the first teams who really, well, I think the Pistons during that time was, I think, one of the first teams that had a private jet plane. So it was, again, that's my take on it. And don't worry, I will give you my NBA preview in a matter of days. I'll do it before the start of the regular season. And I'll catch you soon. Peace.